2017年10月20日、21日，香港亲共左报、大公报、文汇报连续发出17篇报道，对香港、台湾、韩国等地的全能神教会公开发起舆论攻击，并迅速被台湾的中央社等亲共媒体转载。报道袭用了中共多年来对全能神教会造谣抹黑的陈词滥调。此事发生后，遭到了9家国际非政府组织的强烈谴责。11月28日，针对在香港、台湾、韩国等地全能神教会同时遭到舆论抹黑攻击，9家国际非政府组织联名发文谴责中共政府，指出针对全能神教会进行抨击的数篇文章同时出现在不同国家的报端，这并非是巧合。这是中国政府努力掩盖其不尊重最基本的宗教自由准则这一事实的一部分。这种行为一直被国际组织所谴责。分析人士指出，中共利用大公报、文汇报对全能神教会突然发起舆论攻击，已经释放出中共在香港全面打压宗教信仰的强烈信号。中共政府在香港一旦展开迫害全能神教会的行动，香港的其他宗教团体也将遭到打压。意味着香港的民主自由已经失去，香港已经被中共完全掌控。
在香港大公报、文汇报针对全能神教会的17篇攻击报道中，多次使用被内地定性为邪教的说法，并把2014年的山东招远命案再次拿来作为定罪全能神教会的依据。其实早在今年的6月和9月，中共就分别在河南、香港举办了2次国际反邪教学术交流会，会议围绕中共对邪教的定义及中共利用邪教名义定罪全能神教会的问题为中心展开讨论。据悉，与会的西方学者并不赞成中共对邪教的定性标准，且对山东招远命案的真相进行深入调查，分别在《宗教在线百科全书》、《世界宗教与精神》以及新兴宗教研究中心期刊上发表了学术论文，澄清了2014年的山东招远命案与全能神教会毫无关系。而大公报、文汇报却以讹传讹，继续利用山东招远命案定罪全能神教会。对此，曾2次参加中共举办的国际反邪教学术交流会的意大利社会学家、新兴宗教研究中心创始人及主任马西莫·因特罗维吉教授就相关问题发表评论。
I believe there are studies enough, not only by me, to debunk the attempt to attribute the homicide in the McDonald's to the Church of Almighty God as fake news. And I'm confident that as long as other minor incidents, because let's face the truth, the big incident is always the McDonald's, the crucial incident. But as long as we scholars study other incidents, probably it will come out that many of them are also fake news. But basically, Xie Jiao in Chinese history, from the Ming to the present CCP government, means any group for whatever reason the government does not like. While in China, at the end of the day, the main standard to define Xie Jiao is a group the government believes it is against CCP. And that's completely different from the West. We disagree with their approach to Xie Jiao, and we believe it's dangerous for religious liberty and doesn't correspond to the international conventional obligations China subscribe at the United Nations level and at the level of other international organizations. I believe in the case of the 2 initiatives about the Church of Almighty God, they organized in Zhengzhou and in Hong Kong, they largely backfired because they induced people like me or Professor Falk to study the Church of Almighty God seriously. I never studied the Church of Almighty God before, and I came to conclusions which are largely opposite to the conclusions of CCP. So they really, it would perhaps have been better for them to let the sleeping dogs lie.
中共一贯奉行权大于法，从来就不遵守任何法律制度，所以他敢公然践踏世界人权和宗教信仰自由。虽然一些西方学者和国际人权人士经过调查研究，已经澄清了山东招远案与全能神教会毫无关系，然而中共喉舌大公报文汇报却一意孤行，利用该案再次公开栽赃抹黑全能神教会，定罪全能神教会为邪教，借此破坏全能神教会在香港的合法注册，并横加指责香港的社团注册程序实在太简单太宽松。两报还拿港英年代的社团审批需英国军情5处政治部批准大做文章。言外之意是，香港政府应将社团审批权移交给中共，这样中共就可以名正言顺地取消全能神教会及其他宗教团体在香港的合法注册，进而达到中共公开镇压、抓捕基督徒的目的。马西莫·因特罗维吉教授对此评论说
But to me, the Church of Almighty God is clearly a religious organization. So if Hong Kong laws allows bona fide religious organizations to be registered as charities, then the Church of Almighty God qualifies because it's a religious organization. It's normal in the West then when a religious group seeks recognition that there is an investigation which can involve different agencies, including the political branch of the police in the countries where it exists, or the intelligence service. But the difference is that all these institutions in the West are under democratic control, so they are ultimately controlled by parliaments and by democratically elected governments. So if these institutions do something against the freedom of the citizens, there are a number of recourses in a democratic system. Of course, all this doesn't exist in mainland China, which is not a democratic country. What the article really says is that in Hong Kong we should devise a system why organizations, and today it's a religion, tomorrow may be a political group or a dissident group, organizations not approved by CCP in mainland China should not be registered in Hong Kong. And that is tantamount to say that Hong Kong should become the same as mainland China, which was probably not the original intention of one state, two systems. It looks more like one state, one system, which is something different.
与中国内地相比，香港的确一直是中共的一块心病。只要一国两制一天不废除，中共就不能从真正意义上管控香港这个世界金融中心。只有废除一国两制，把中共的独裁政策引进香港，中共才能绝对掌控香港的主权，成为这个世界金融中心的霸主。而废除一国两制，首先要把所有对中共持不同立场的团体和个人打倒清理掉，才能顺利引进中共的专制政策，实现中共对香港的独裁梦。所以早在2002年，中共就以维护国家安全的名义，要求香港政府就基本法第23条立法，但遭到香港民众的强烈反对，立法被迫搁置。2017年11月16日，全国人大副秘书长李飞赴港敦促香港政府尽快就基本法第23条实现立法，再次遭到香港民众的强烈反对。分析人士称，这次大公报文汇报对全能神教会发起的舆论攻击，是中共为基本法第23条实现立法制造舆论根据，精心炮制的事端。 立法一旦通过，所有被中共视为异己的团体和个人将被彻底清理，香港将会彻底失去民主自由和信仰自由。马西莫·因特罗维吉教授对香港未来的宗教信仰状况表示担忧。
Well, Article 23, as you know, it's a very old story. I understand that the projects were abandoned in 2003 under strong popular pressure. People didn't want this amendment, but CCP is probably never abandoned the idea. They got it in Macau, so they never abandoned this idea. Well, I believe it's important for the population and the intellectuals and the academics and the churches in Hong Kong to protect their freedom of keeping within one state really a different system. And the different system is a system which includes religious liberty. I can have two comments. One that is based on the new law coming and the recent Congress of the Chinese Communist Party, that we will see in the next future the crackdown on independent religion to strengthen, not to go away. So we can expect the Chinese campaign against any religion which is not Sinicized, meaning controlled by CCP, to strengthen. That's not a malicious interpretation by enemies of CCP. It's what they said clearly at the last Congress of the Communist Party. So it's their own position that the crackdown on the non-Sinicized religion should become more intense. That's what they say. It's not what observers guess. They say it very explicitly. So we should expect worse, not better, in the near future in China. And the second comment is, of course, one of the self-legitimizing strategies of CCP is try to persuade Hong Kong and, if possible, Taiwan and the Chinese diaspora. We see in Flushing, New York, the activities of the so-called independent anti-cult association, which is in fact a tool of the CCP. So they try to persuade Hong Kong, Taiwan, and Chinese diaspora that they are right. So if number one is true, that the crackdown of non-Sinicized religion will become worse, we can also expect that the propaganda in Hong Kong, Taiwan, and among the Chinese diaspora will at the same time become worse. The Church of Almighty God is banned in Hong Kong. It will be a big failure of this test of religious liberty. That is, how are we able to protect unpopular minorities? So the Church of Almighty God is becoming a test for the future of religious freedom in Hong Kong. Here I see two different processes at work. One is a question of power, and the other is a question of image. Question of power. CCP for many years has tried to tighten its control on Hong Kong. And so the campaign against the Church of Almighty God may be just one step in a process which will lead to control and repress not only the Church of Almighty God or other groups defined as Xiejiao, but also dissident bloggers, journalists, civil society organizations, and so on. But that's a mere question of power. On one hand, we have the CCP who wants to increase its control of Hong Kong. On the other hand, we have civil society that tries to resist. Only the civil society should not be misled by the fake news about the Church of Almighty God and should understand that if the CCP is allowed to expand its control in Hong Kong, in the case of the Church of Almighty God, many other cases will follow. And so to justify this, which is largely a question of pure power, they try to legitimize what they are doing in Hong Kong, again by an aggressive public relation campaign where they try to accuse the Church of Almighty God to be a criminal group. But the hope is the Hong Kong public opinion will be able to see through what is going on, where the question of image is the mask or the smoke screen for a question of power.
至此，中共利用《大公报》《文汇报》攻击定罪全能神教会的阴谋已经暴露无遗，就是要对香港的宗教信仰展开全面的迫害。中共这个无神论暴力集团在中华大陆执政60多年，一直疯狂镇压宗教信仰，残酷迫害抓捕基督徒，给中国基督徒带来了巨大的灾难。翻开中共的历史便知，中共是靠谎言和暴力夺取政权，又用谎言和暴力来维护他的独裁政权，这是事实。中共为达目的，向来都是不择手段，什么卑鄙龌龊的事都干得出来。1989年的6·4学生运动镇压屠杀大学生是这样，2次镇压枪杀西藏少数民族也是这样。自从1997年中共接管香港以来，中共就不断从政治、经济、教育、司法、普选等各个领域强行干预香港的内部事务。许多社会团体和意见人士因此遭到中共打压抓捕，甚至判刑坐牢。香港的人权、民主自由已经遭到严重破坏。这次中共又利用其喉舌《大公报》《文汇报》如此嚣张地公开定罪抹黑全能神教会，标志着中共迫害香港宗教信仰已经开始。香港的基督徒将与大陆的基督徒一样，可能随时面临中共的抓捕迫害。香港的民主自由已经岌岌可危。感谢您收看本期节目，我们下期再会。